SmartMix. This is an agent-simulated group therapy session providing a safe, judgment-free environment, allowing for open exploration of sensitive topics. Hello, I'm Mike Lively, team leader, and team members were Kashaf Jamil, Rameshia Awan, John Fakal, David Lively, and Sean Ma. The benefits for AI-simulated groups are many. Safe and controlled environments, customizable scenarios, consistent availability, anomaly and privacy, social skill development, feedback and analysis, accessibility in remote areas, reduction of therapist bias, enhanced comfort, AI therapeutic techniques, simulated tool for therapist training, and hard statistics, something that's hard to get in therapy groups. One of the challenges with open AI and similar large language models that incorporate guide rails is their limited capacity for deep or sensitive discussions, particularly in a therapeutic context. However, with Mixtral, which was developed without these guide rails, there's an opportunity for more profound and realistic therapy session conversations. By reprogramming the Mixtral wrapper to eliminate the guide rails, it becomes possible to introduce and navigate more sensitive topics, closely resembling the dynamics of an actual therapy group. Our first testing ground for this was Mixtral off the rails. Here's an example. Once reprogramming the wrapper, if you put in experiencing depression, you'll get an output like an anxiety since before my teens. Years and years of therapy and medication, nothing seemed to make any difference. Before my teen years, I began cutting myself. When I was 17, I made my first suicide attempt. This is a deep, real conversation that you might hear in a therapy session, something you wouldn't get from OpenAI, but you get from Mixtral. And we knew we could use this to build a therapy group. The next important technology element was implementing the therapy group through Crew AI. Last week, Crew AI was released. We implemented it on Hugging Face. It allows us to use agents in a task sequence to enter into a group discussion. Additionally, it has tools, and we're able to implement Mixtral as a tool. So the three tools we actually implemented was Mixtral Normal, Mixtral Off the Rails, and Gemini. Gemini is used for internet search. Mixtral Normal and Mixtral Off the Rails seem to interact really well. With that, let's meet our therapy group. Emily was our mental patient, a graphic designer with anxiety. David, a mental patient, musician with bipolar. Sarah, a mental patient, former teacher with depression. Michael, a mental patient, ex-soldier with PTSD. And with every group, we always have a therapist. And our therapist today was Lisa with 15 years of experience. Let's run the program. So if you walk into the program, and here's an example, I'm dealing with loss. Let's type that in and hit return. Now, if you hit the logs, you can watch these conversations interplay as the different people in the group introduce themselves. They talk about their issues, and they'll begin to get down to the nitty-gritty and discuss loss. And at the end, the therapist will offer some encouraging advice to help them get through their pain. As you can see, Mixtral is being searched to bring out better responses, more human-like responses, things people are suffering through and going through. So you can have that real conversation, that real experience. And once you're done with the interaction, there'll be a final steps report generated. At that point, you can see that Gemini was used to search the web to pull down important therapeutic information. And the final report has been generated. And that final report is printed to the screen, which involves a summary of the discussions, the offer of sound advice by the therapist, a summary of the group session, including agents, and a provision of grading the therapy session for improvement. In summary, the integration of Mixtral for authentic human conversation has proven to be remarkably successful. In an upcoming version, we plan to refine the sequencing to more accurately mimic real group dynamics. Additionally, we aim to introduce a human participant to interact with the digital environment. A pivotal realization emerged. Mixtral's utility extends beyond patient support. It's also a valuable tool for therapists to enhance their sessions and gather insightful statistics. Our programming aha moment was the use of steps to create a final report and to use sentiment analysis to grade the session and offer feedback on how to make it better in the future. The societal benefits of Mixtral are multifaceted. Firstly, it establishes a secure and non-judgmental space for discussing sensitive matters. Secondly, it furnishes therapists with a feedback mechanism to refine their practice. And lastly, it generates vital statistics, often required for governmental funding